welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I am your double predictions champion, Trevin, joined as always by my co-host, Beltless Caleb.
Hola.
And we be two-man weaving in the studio.
Two-man weaving fucking producer. Like I like to say, we are here. Yeah, like Trevor said, talk about NXT and oh, boy. I told you. Told you it's gonna get bad.
Yeah, you called this one.
Hey, the fact that Jackson Drake is in our main event picture is the men's division sucks.
Yeah.
You have talented people like Elio LaFleur and Eli Knight in the speed tournament. For some fucking reason.
Rob Stone showing his incompetency.
You have Keanu Carver still not having a match this week, but just destroying people backstage.
Yeah.
He literally took out the rest of the men's division.
Yeah. If they did not have a segment tonight, they were laid out by Keanu.
Yeah. That's how bad the men's division is right now. And trust me, the women's is good, but
the booking ain't showing it.
They did some people dirty this episode with their promo. More specifically, one of my favorites, they gave her an AI promo. One just intentionally sandbagged and sucks. I don't know why she's still fucking there. And then the only interesting women's story you have is going on in our main event.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened. I don't know, like we said, how you lose 3 people in the other division and everything else suffers.
Yup.
But yeah, let's get into it. Say his name and he appears. He is your new NXT champion. It is Joe Hendry.
Here to cut his victory lap promo, basically, is what I call him, and he gets interrupted by the Vanity Project.
Bruh, their music hit, and I said, who? And I saw the name, I said, You're coming out? And yeah, it is Ricky Smokes, Brad Baylor, who are swiped right. They are also part of a group called Vanity Project with Jackson Drake. They had another member, but they didn't sign her.
Yeah. She is a still Evolve exclusive.
No, I think she's in AEW now. They completely got rid of Zeta Steel. So yeah, this is where we're at. With only one. Let me tell you, there's only one good member of this group, and he's in the tag team, and it's definitely not Brad Baylor. It's definitely not Brad Baylor. And it's definitely not Jackson Drake. Because they come out, they interrupt. Look, man, why don't you defend your own title?
That's for Wednesday nights.
Yeah, guess what? It's Tuesday. You're fucking here a day early. Move the fuck on. Wait 24 hours. Then your bitch ass could talk. They jumped Joe Hendry.
Yeah, they admit that they jumped him the week before the ladder match to try to take him out of the picture.
Oh my god, such a big revelation. Not like they were standing there with the fucking weapon.
Yeah.
Not the brightest bulbs in the box.
Yeah, but we get that match between Joe Hendry and Jackson Drake later. But first, our opening contest.
It's later, but guess what? It's not your main event. You have a world title match tonight, and it's not your main event.
No.
What? What do you mean a tag match is our main event? What?
Because they're trying to give the main event to the good division of the brand.
Oh, yeah, I can actually see that. But now, good division, bad wrestler. Jada Parker is here. She walks out and she does the only thing she knows how to do. Talk. Because when it gets into the in-ring work, she fucking sucks. Dude. How do you fuck up a suplex?
Yeah.
How do you fuck up a suplex?
Yeah.
Either you were intentionally sandbagging to the point where you got yourself hit with a proper DDT, or you just suck.
But this match doesn't even get a conclusive ending as it ends by a double count out with them brawling on the outside.
Yeah, and then
Jada.
I hate the teardrop. It only looks good when it's done in ring. She did it outside and it looked stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
She pulled the stairs out and I said, oh, a leg or an arm is going in the stair. Why are you... Okay, teardrop. And then she hits a referee with the hypnotic, starts throwing security all over the place.
Breaks a barricade.
Yeah, that's about as much energy as I want to give to this match. Get Blake out of NXT. Get Blake out of NXT.
Please.
Because
the curse of mediocrity persists.
It's the curse of working with Jada Parker.
Yeah.
Fucking now, one of my favorites. They did her so dirty. Tatum Paxley. She starts. It's a vignette.
Yeah.
And it looks very cool. And then things started to move, and I said, "Oh, it's AI." I could already tell this was AI before the internet came out and said it was AI. The way that these tendrils were moving in this promo were very, very clearly AI. Nothing, and I repeat, nothing, moves like that.
No. But basically, to summarize the promo, she is done with the doll gimmick. She is done trying to get a friend in the company. She's just here for business. And first target is revenge on Izzy Dame.
Okay. Why are we still in the culling vortex?
Vengeance.
Vengeance? Vengeance? I want vengeance on this fucking company, Trevin. They pissed me off. They wasted my fucking time last night, dude.
Yeah, speaking of waste of time.
Yeah, fucking Eli Knight and Josh Briggs?
Yeah.
I was going to call him Jackson Briggs. Fucking Josh Briggs. I can't believe I'm going to say this. You didn't let Briggs get any offense in? You really walked this man out to just bitch him? I mean, fuck it, I'm with it. But damn, not even a big boot, nothing?
Nope, 2 minutes of Eli mollywopping Briggs while the crowd chants, Briggs, the door! Briggs, the door!
Eli then hits, I think, the snuggest moonsault I have ever seen, driving the knees directly into Briggs, and
yeah,
1, 2, 3
with 58 seconds left on the clock.
And you're thinking, you know, why is this so bad? It's because Elio LaFleur comes out and, 2 members of the finals are shaking hands. And then Jasper Troy out of nowhere just has to come and ruin it. Someone said this last night, and I agree. Just stop with the speed title. Just make an NXT TV title. And boom, there you go. All your problems are solved. Because why the fuck is the speed division still around?
Yeah, because we know that it can't end in a triple threat because of the speed tournament rules.
Yeah, so it I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Including stupid as fuck. Here's Dark State. Why? Because Tony D'Angelo has an issue with them.
And all 4 men are out there right now. But Tony's not the first interruptee. The call-in is. Because they want those tag titles. And then interruptee number 2, OTM, who are like, nah.
We're going to steal your gimmick real quick.
Yeah. Which I thought was actually kind of funny.
It was, and then they put the light on Nemo for a second so he thought he could speak, and then they turned off the light, so then he had to stop. Then they put the light back on him so he could start speaking again. What the fuck was with this episode, dude? Dude, we are 9 minutes into this episode. And we're halfway through.
Yeah.
We're halfway through. This is how little happened on this fucking show, dude. And they stretched this out to 2 hours. This is going to be our shortest episode yet.
Possibly. And it's sad that it's an NXT review. Because we are known as NXT Glazers. But we're also honest with ourselves.
And then the belly buys, they come out. Hank and Tank.
Yep. And then a tag division brawl starts ensuing, leaving Color James and Dion Lennox in the ring, laughing a little bit until Tony Spears, Spine Buster, lays out the two single stars of Dark State.
Yeah.
Here's my question because of how Tony's card graphic and all the action he's done since his return. Is he gonna wrestle in that coat?
No. Hey, I can see it happening.
Yeah.
They had motherfuckers wrestling in superhero costumes.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the Hurricane or Mighty Molly. I'm looking at you, Nikki ASH.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you think a superhero gimmick was going to work in the 20s?
I'll give props to Tony, though, if he does wrestle in that coat.
I will not. It will be the stupidest booking decision they ever have him do. Go out and wrestle in this big-ass leather coat. Because guess what? That's going to be something 2K is just going to have to struggle to fix. Because that's just never going to work.
No.
I want you to look at half the ring jackets, and if they're long, you can't wrestle in them in the game.
Yeah.
He is not going to be able to. I mean, he'll be able to in real life. But then 2K is going to be like, you guys fucking suck.
Yeah.
Next, here's something that sucks. Our fucking world title, not main evented. And I'm mad that it didn't main event because I had to watch this match. It is Joe Hendry defending his NXT title against Jackson Drake, who is your Evolve champion. Not a lot happened.
We'll just skip to standing O 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only notable thing is that Vanity Project
Got ejected. Yeah.
Which is stupid to think about.
Because their match is next.
You had a way to write this out to where you didn't have to go through with the defense. You could have had Vanity Project attack Joe Hendry like they did during the match. And then Hank and Tank come out. They start brawling. Robert Stone goes says, hey, you know what? We're going to cancel this match for tonight. 6-man tag right now. But no. We had to get 2 back-to-back tag matches. Let me tell you, if your card is so bad that you have 2 back-to-back tag matches, rework the card. Rework the card. Have Vanity Project's match before Joe Hendry's match. So that way, Jackson Drake is still out there. Joe Hendry could be out there at Hank and Tank's corner. And then after the match, the teams can take turns being in their corner. Or Hank and Tank can know, hey, I think they're going to fucking cheat. So we're either going to be in this corner or we're going to brawl them out of the ringside area. But no. Vanity Project makes their entrance again. Hank and Tank make their entrance again. And not a whole lot of shit happens.
Nope.
13 minutes in.
Yeah. I believe there was a tag division brawl.
Again?
I'm not 100%, but basically Vanity Project get a roll-up for the 1, 2, 3 to slot them in what was originally scheduled for a triple threat number 1 contendership match. It is now a fatal 4-way or a tag fatal 4-way number 1 contendership match to see who faces Dark State in Atlanta.
Yes. Now, before we get on to our main event, let's just go through some of the promos we didn't do, mainly because I need to buff out this episode a little bit. Kalani Jordan attacks Lola Vice backstage after Lola gets granted a match with Kalani if her hand is good, but, you know, her hand was bad, but it was good enough to compete Saturday.
And now it got rammed in a
filing cabinet, pretty
drawer.
much. Yeah. Yeah, so Lola's hand's fucked. She's one half of the mixed tag champs in AAA now. And then you had Araya Connors and Kale Dixon having a bit of a spat, and the breakup of Chase U has officially happened in a backstage promo. Yeah.
Next week, Ethan Page will try to break the most successful defense record for the North American Championship against Shiloh Hill.
They're going to give it to Shiloh Hill, aren't they?
I don't know.
Also, Shiloh. Why are we wearing a Spirit Halloween Jason mask in February? I get that Friday the 13th is Friday. But it's still fucking February.
That promo was also right after the cheesiest horror movie plug. So I think they were trying to fit it together.
It was, because you had Vic Joseph going, hey, book out. The way he starts off this sentence, he is excited. And then he realizes, oh, what I'm saying I shouldn't be excited about. He just goes, hey, Book, you see the lookout for the felon across the country? And it's like, why did you have the excited voice going into it? And then they show the Psycho Killer from the Psycho Killer movie. Bruh, I am tapped in to horror movies. I am tapped into horror fucking culture. I have not heard of this movie. Where the fuck did this movie come from?
In theaters next Friday.
Where the fuck did it come from?
I don't know. This is also my first time hearing about it. And I attend theaters decently regularly enough to see trailers play in theaters.
I don't know if you can read it. Dead Meat.
Yeah.
Dead Meat does a fucking live stream every Monday where he goes over horror news and shit. And he talks about upcoming horror movies. And I'm telling you, I have not heard this name once. What the fuck?
Is this just a shadow drop?
I guess. It has to be. Hey, Psycho Killer's out next week. What? What the huh? Tommaso Ciampa has his own fucking horror movie? What? What the fuck are we doing? Yeah. And then, Shiloh Hill is in fucking Robert Stone's office touching shit like a little kid. Robert says, hey, look, you gotta go. I got shit to do. Ethan Page walks in. Hey,
also,
I gotta defend my title.
Also, for someone who claims to have been, gone out camping, Boy Scoutish, spent a lot of time in the woods, horrible knife safety, Shiloh. I get it's for the bit, but dadgum, little carefuler.
Yeah, he leaves, walks back in, starts searching everywhere. Oh, I found my machete.
I knew I left it in here. Why the frick you carrying a machete in the first place?
So you're telling me they're going to let this dumb fuck whip a machete out like that, but they're going to cap Tatum Paxley's chainsaw? Make that make sense.
I get it was probably rubber, but still.
Guess what? You could have had a rubber chainsaw too.
That's true.
Not just get a real one and put a fucking cap on the top of it.
That's true.
This company never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, now let's get to our main... Fuck. Our main event of the evening. Only 19 minutes into this episode. We're going to have a sub 30-minute episode.
Yeah.
All right.
It is a number one contendership tag match.
But not for the tag titles. Because why would we do anything?
Nope. It is whoever scores the pinfall for their team becomes the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. In one corner, you have the team of Ren QCC featuring Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray versus Zaruka.
Your Women's Evolve champion.
Yes. Versus Zaruka, consisting of Sol Ruka and Zarya. Zaruka, not Zaruka. I finally got to hear him say it 5 times, and I'm like, Oh yeah, no, I get what Caleb is saying. This pisses me off.
It's not Zaruka. Her name is Zarya, not Zarya. What the fuck? And Gordon said he felt called out. Guess what? You're going to be called out again, bitch. Care. I'm going to keep calling you out.
Because we got to fill up time in this episode.
Nah, I got heat with you, brother. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but
here's the backstage segment to set this all up.
Yeah.
Zarya and Sol Ruka are backstage. Zarya has her back to Sol, and Sol says, "Look, can we just talk? I don't know what's wrong." And she says, "You are being greedy." And Sol goes, "I'm not being greedy. You're being greedy." "I'm not being greedy. How am I greedy? I'm just the one that's taking every opportunity that's given to me. How am I being greedy? And the one opportunity I handed to you, I left during. How am I being greedy?" This whole story is Sol being basically a stereotypical surfer in the way of dumb. Because she can't tell that she's being greedy.
Yeah. But she...
And Zarya is also at fault. Because while she is standing her ground, the moment that Sol goes and gives her puppy dog eyes, she's fucking melting for her. Stop with the shitty writing. It's stupid. She's mad at her. Have her be mad at her.
Yes. Because Sol is trying to talk strategy, and Zarya says there's only one strategy. I get the pin.
There's only one strategy. Stay the fuck out of my way, and we're good. We're golden. This match is good. This is the only good part of the fucking show.
It is a very good match, especially with the storytelling of Zarya trying to stay legal so she can guarantee the pin, while the Ren QCC are actually being a tag team, not caring about who wins as long as they get a win on their record.
Yeah, so I'm a bit confused when it comes to the ending of this match. So, Zarya hits the F5. Sol, for the first time ever, misses the Soul Snatch, but I think that's because Kendra Gray dropped too early. Zarya is going for the pin.
But
you're not legal.
Yeah, because Sol was crouching, trying to catch her breath after a ringside hit. Zarya bumped into her, sending her back out to ringside, and the ref counted it as since contact was made while Sol was holding the tag rope. Tag. So yeah, F5.
Soul Snatch.
Yeah, Soul Snatch. And Sol rolls Kendall into the pin for the 1, 2, 3. And Zarya's like, wait, what?
Zarya, you didn't hear the pin being counted? You didn't feel the mat being slapped? Like, such a good match, such a shitty ending. Zarya looked like she was going to murder Sol, so that's probably happening in 2 weeks.
Yep, because it's probably going to be a murder gets interrupted by Fatal Influence coming out, trying to intimidate Sol, and Sol is literally like, do I worry about Zarya or do I worry about them trying to jump me right now?
They should have just had Zarya pull the trigger.
I legitimately thought Zarya was going to pop up and spear VF, but then fade to black.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get next week. They're gonna reconcile. They're gonna be on the same page. Zarya's gonna say sorry, and then we're gonna get to the next Tuesday because we can't have anything good. We have to wait 2 weeks. We can't have it next.
We're gonna wait till Atlanta. Spear.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. And if it doesn't happen, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
I mean, we say the same thing about Judgment Day.
I don't even want to get started on that. They are fucking cockroaches. That's NXT. That's about 25 minutes.
Hey, we were able to push it to almost half an hour.
Hey, yeah. We had to talk about random shit in there. But hey. That's Yeah, one of the worst episodes of NXT I have ever seen.
Yeah, you called it.
Dude, I told you it's gonna get worse before it gets better, and it's gonna be worse for like 3 months.
Yeah. The first 2 weeks with the build up to the ladder match and then the actual ladder match gave me a big glimmer of hope. This episode was dog water.
Dude, you gotta realize we haven't even done the women's mass exodus. That's gonna come at some point.
Yeah, post Mania, the post Mania call ups.
Plus the post Mania cuts. So we're gonna have to make room for people that are gonna replace people. And then you got to make room to replace the people that were in NXT. So yeah, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna suck.
Yep.
Yeah. So, hey, that's NXT.
Yay! We also still have no official GM. Looks like they might be setting up Rob Stone to just be the slotting guy.
Also, real quick, this was Kelly Kincaid's last episode on NXT. They'd even give her the option to renew her contract. So I guess WWE really said fuck you to her, but thank you for your time in NXT being a reporter. Yeah, that's it from us here at Disqualified. I am Feltless Caleb. That is our main roster and NXT Predictions Champion Trevin. We are two-man weaving. Once again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. And we will see you next time. Thank you for your time and peace.
Bye!